Now there's three different types of control categories. That would be administrative, technical, and physical. And administrative controls is basically everything that we're covering in this domain. That would be risk management, develop the policies, awareness training. So these are usually called the soft controls that need to be in place. The other one is technical controls. It would be exactly what you would think. Routers, intrusion detection, encryption. Now, one control that kind of messes people up is that auditing. Auditing is considered a technical control. And on the exam, when they say auditing, they're not talking about auditors that come around and check to make sure everything's okay. Auditing means that there's actually logs being created. So auditing is a technical control. And I bring that up specifically because a lot of people usually forget that or have a hard time putting that in the category. Now the other controls would be physical, and that would be the security guards, locks, fences. We have a whole domain on physical controls that we'll cover. So all of these have to work together. We talk about utopia. It's not the real world. Let's say in your environment where you work, do the people who do the policies communicate and know exactly what the people who are working with the technical controls versus the people who are working with the physical controls? They all get together, they have a meeting, they know what's going on? Usually not at all. Usually they're very separated, and whoever's doing the administrative type of controls, risk management, policy development, security awareness training, are usually not connected with whoever's doing the firewalls and the setting up the accounts. And then physical security is usually never involved with these two groups. And the problem is that without these groups actually communicating and working together, that creates gaps. And I've seen it many times where one group has their thing, another group has their thing, another group has their thing, but there's gaps that people can get around. So one interesting thing about the CISSP exam, I think, is that when you're studying for it, there's different levels of people that actually get a CISSP. That would be management people who would be more used to the development of policies and such. And then there's the techies who would be more the network and developer people. Now, how well do these two types of people communicate? You've got management talking to a techie. How well do they talk and communicate? They don't. They haven't over the past. Usually when somebody technical is talking to somebody who is management, all they hear is blah, 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 I need money, blah, 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 I need money. And when the techies talk to the management, they don't know what they're talking about, packets and ports and firewalls. So one thing about the CISSP exam is that everybody's learning about different parts of security, and it enables them to talk. They have to talk to actually be able to provide the necessary security at the operational, tactical, and strategic level. So I think that's really a benefit. And one of the skills that technical people really need to learn is how to make a business case. Because I've heard over years technical people complain that management's not going to do this and they don't understand about that. Well, they don't understand it in technical terms. So you're not going to move forward with developing or getting any funds or anything until you could develop a business case. And it's not only the language. You need to understand the business. Security, a company isn't in business just to stay secure. They're in business to make money. So it's important that technical people learn more about the business and the business people learn more about the technical so that they can work together to secure the corporation or the organization and help protect the company overall. Now we're going to look at the actual drivers that somebody needs to understand when they're going to build a security program, or sometimes referred to as an enterprise security architecture.